I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think of grounding or earthing?
Dude, you know I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Bare feet in the grass. One of the best feelings ever. You've been on a kick, though. You've been texting me all caps in the morning. Bro, grounding is it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right. It's right. Man, shoes were the worst invention.
Yeah.
Prior to, rubber-soled shoes, supposedly, from the one YouTube video I watched on the subject, came around in the 1960s. But and
trust me, I watched the YouTube video.
and I realized, I mean, I've gone through periods where I felt really, really good in life. We're going pure anecdotal, N equals 1, like no science. We can get into the science, but first I want to talk about personal experience. And I've had a hard time drawing the line between why I felt so good and what I was doing differently during those periods of my life. And there were times when I spent lots of time outside barefoot, and whether that's sand in the ocean, feet on grass, playing, like kicking a ball around, throwing a ball, whatever it is, but being outside with my bare feet on the ground, not constricted by a shoe, not with this layer in between us and the earth. And it's just massively overrated. And now in this era of knowledge work where we're inside, we're under fluorescent lights, we're hunched over with bad posture, we're staring at glowing rectangles all the time, I'm not going to go complete woo-woo and like blame all of our, well, no, because I don't think it's right. I think it's one of many things that we're doing wrong as humans, but getting outside more often and getting those bare feet splayed in the ground, those toes splayed, that is the game. And I don't know if the whole like the earth has a negative charge and we have a positive charge, and therefore when there's like an electrical component to your feet being on the ground, I'm just not smart enough to know if that's actually correct or not. And I know there's debate on that subject, but what I know is when I am indoors or even outside and with shoes, I feel different than when I'm getting my feet on the grass.
Yeah, dude, agreed. Have you ever used a toe spreader?
I haven't.
Dude, have you seen my toe spreader?
I think we had this conversation 18 months ago on the pod.
Oh, really? I'm a huge fan of the toe spreader. It feels amazing. So, yeah, big fan of that one. I know you, like, I remember Kev Deneen had that thing at Structure Personal Fitness, best gym in New York. Remember?
Shout out.
He had that little mat that I could stand on with like all the little bumps on it. That was like one of the greatest things I had for my feet too. It just made me feel so good. All like the little pressure points and everything. Yeah, big fan of
getting
that.
That like massage, that SMR on the feet that are normally cooped up in shoes.
Yeah. But yeah, getting outside in the grass, I'm a big fan. Obviously, I think shoes were necessary to prevent illnesses and cuts and infections.
You're so good at playing defense against the people we don't even like online that like I don't even want to play defense against them. If anyone had a negative comeback to that was like, you know, neckbeardy and reddity and like
shoes are a net positive on society.
Yeah. It's like, nah, nope.
We don't even like you.
But you are intuitively so good at, and it probably comes with like making content and being on the internet, but just being able to defend your position against all angles. But I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah. Just shoes are bad, black and white.
Well,
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Did shoes prevent disease? I don't know.
Absolutely.
That was the purpose of shoes. Are you just freeballing here?
No. I wouldn't. I'm not going to say that's the purpose, but that's definitely one of the reasons why. There's no question that like you have a cut bacteria in the ground, maybe at a time when people were pooping on the ground, peeing on the ground, like
the 60s. Oh, you're talking not rubber-soled shoes, but like
in general. There were different types of shoes long before that, but yeah, it's super. Yeah, from a hygiene
but those shoes
perspective,
were made out of the earth.
Yeah, often they were made out of wood.
Great.
And they were awful on your feet. Like people got the worst blisters ever. Like reading historical accounts of those were just wild.
So maybe they saved some lives, but they also, if that's true, then they also impaired our immune function by reducing our exposure to certain pathogens and things that out in nature would help build our immune systems to be stronger.
Dude, 100%. They ruined our lives.
I don't even. The big takeaway is get outside, get some sun on your skin, and get those feet on the earth.
Yeah.
And you don't need to go over the top with it, or you can. I saw some guy who what he's got is he's like knocking stakes, like metal stakes, into the ground outside his window, and then he's like wiring, like, I don't know, wire that takes the earth's charge, and then he's like sticking it into like a mat that is in his bed, and then he sleeps on it, and so he's grounding all night. I don't know if
ridiculous.
I might be into it, but I'm not. I just like the zest for life that guy has. But
why doesn't he just sleep outside? He should just sleep outside or put his feet outside.
Why don't you sleep outside?
Because I'm not that into it.
You're into it.